Hi, hello everybody. Just got in. 9:20. Just watching Graham's response to my Ouija session last night about the noises. There's a display Ouija I have now. That's my display Ouija in my scary cabinet, I call it. There's Jane, my haunted doll. She's been kicking off a little bit, but nothing. It was only EMF was flashing and that's it, but the batteries are going in the EMF meter now, so I've not bothered using it since. And there's my witch, my Pendle witch. I've got a collection of Ouija boards now, and I've got my spring Ouija. That's better in a group, that. It's no good on its own, someone on their own. Although you should never do a Ouija board on your own, but I do. But I've been doing them for years now. There's Chucky driving his Jeep. Anyway, yes, that last night. Now my upstairs is basically trying to be decorated at the moment. So sorry about the mess. Got new carpet going down, and anyway, there's the Ouija board there. I'll be doing another session on it tonight because the video I did last night, I did that video on high 8 camera. So I use my Sony high 8 tape camera, and it's very hard to mess about with them. A lot of ghost hunters and paranormal investigators still use the old high 8 tape cameras because they can't be messed about with, basically, like digital and things. So anyhow, I'll be honest, I was startled by it. Nothing spooky or to do with ghosts really frightens me, to be honest with you. I've been using Ouija boards years and years and years, and if you know how to use them, you're alright. You very rarely go wrong. Obviously if you must say goodbye at the end. If you don't say goodbye, basically what you're doing is you're leaving the door open for anything to come through. Now, when I did this one last night, basically what I did, I got fed up because I wasn't getting anything. To be honest with you, I wasn't really getting anything at all coming from this new board. It's a vintage board. It's not like a replica or anything. It's a Waddington's. You used to be able to buy from toy shops years ago in the 60s. But it's a real good board. So the problem is, you can't usually just get a spirit straight away or anything, a response. It can usually take up to half an hour or even longer. So I was sat on the stairs last night, and I was really uncomfortable, and I couldn't actually get a good, I couldn't keep my fingers on the planchette for too long because it was getting uncomfortable. And with my fat belly as well, it was like I was getting quite uncomfortable. So what I did, I thought I'll have a break, and I went downstairs. Now, people said yes, I heard the door go. That was strange, but that was me. That's what I was trying to say to you. That was me shutting the door downstairs. The dog was on the settee, and I was going downstairs for a break, for a drink, and that's where you heard the door. It's a very, very heavy door. It's a really good quality door, and that's the noise you heard. But then I left the Sony high 8 night vision camera on a tripod. I'll show you where. I'll put this back exactly where it was. So, right, that was there. Now this area here, this is where my resident ghost, I say, Mrs. Brown, this is where she was sat here on a chair, facing towards the downstairs, and the fire came up the stairs, the smoke got to her, and the chair she was on had little casters, the little wheels, and apparently the smoke did something come up to her, obviously, like it does, and the chair slipped down the stairs and she fell halfway and got stranded. But this is where she actually sat. So, and as you can see here, there's still remnants of the fire. As you can see, I've left this See, all that there. See, finger marks there, my finger marks. That's where the fire has been left. That's just a reminder. I remind people about the fire. So there you go, it's all the way down there, see? Oh, all that door. Oh. See, that's where the fire, I mean this was 15 years ago. And up into the loft in there, you can see in the loft it's all scorched. So anyway, the camera was set up round about there on a tripod, so it would have been facing the Ouija there like that, as you could see, and I was sat there, but obviously I'd gone downstairs for refreshments, and then this is where the sound came from. It was two sighs, and when I heard it I just couldn't believe it. You know what I mean? Because I've never really heard, if it was my resident ghost, Mrs. Brown, I've never heard her make a noise like that or anything. All I've heard her do is bang around. She bangs around on the, on the loft door. She's forever banging the toilet door and the bedroom doors as well. She's murder for doing that. So this is where the sighs came from, where I'm standing now. So I'm thinking, because I went downstairs and left the investigation open, I came back upstairs a little bit later on to switch the camera off, and then I closed the investigation down. I said, if I've met, obviously if anybody's come through, you must go back. I'm going to say goodbye. I said goodbye twice, but obviously I'd had no luck on the Ouija. That's why I'm going to do it again tonight later on. So I'd had no responses or anything from the Ouija as far as I know. So I did close it down. 5 o'clock this morning, me and the dog absolutely jumped out of bed with a massive bang, but because I was still asleep when it went off, even though I heard it, I had no idea where it was coming from. When I walked around the house, I couldn't see anything had moved or nothing. This Ouija was still here and everything, so I don't know if that could be just coincidence, I don't know. But anyway, yes, I'm actually stood naked, Peter Glynn. This is the spot where the sound must have come through, but I was downstairs with the dog, and as I said to you before, I should just let me just turn the bedroom lights off. I'll leave the Ouija there because that's where I'm coming up again after. Yes, this is the door, and as you can see, it is a really good quality door. It cost me a fortune. I've got another 4 of them to put up, but I never got round to it, to be honest with you. And what you heard then was me pushing the door, and then because I had my boots on, you could hear me walking around. So very, very strange. Very strange. As I said, I'm going to be doing another investigation later on tonight. I've actually got my camera set up now. This is the one I play it back on, and I've got it set up with the video I did last night. Now, as you can see there, as I was telling you, there's my fat belly in the top corner. I'm sat on the stairs in a really awkward position there. Is there anybody here who would like to speak to me now through this door? Oh, shut up. So that's where I was sat, and then like I say, I went downstairs. So anyway, hang on, I don't want to freeze it, I want to switch it off, don't I? So anyhow, yeah, so it wasn't the door that was the paranormal noise, it was the 2 sighs. So I'm going to leave it. I'm going to do an investigation about 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock tonight, and I'm also going to leave the camera running. I've got a long tape, and I'm going to put the tape in, and I'm going to leave the camera running after the investigation's finished, or probably before I close the investigation down and say goodbye. I'm going to leave the camera running for about an hour to see if I can get any more sound. So, and like I said, you lot know I'm interested in the paranormal, but I would never ever fake anything. The only thing I faked was about 2 years ago, and I've had thousands and thousands of views on it, is when, remember the lights in my house were going on and off, and in the end I came clean, and because you can see now, look there, look, remember I was doing that, and then in the end I came clean. I said yes. I did a video outside of me looking in, and you could clearly see this remote control in my hand, and one subscriber said, "Is that a mobile phone in your hand or is it a remote control?" And I said, "Yeah, you've got it, it's a remote control," and that's what I've been doing. That's the only thing I faked. There you go, there's the kitchen ones. And basically, I'm still getting people, mostly in America, saying you've got a ghost or you've got electric faults with your wiring. It's not, it was a fake thing. I was doing it, clicking it off and on, and Arthur Dale went mad with me because he says, "You bastard, you know, you shouldn't do things like that." And I said, well, it was done for a joke, but I thought people were going to guess a lot quicker than what they did, but they didn't, so I kept it going. But I came clean in the end, and that is the only thing I have ever done as regards the paranormal, having a bit of a laugh and a joke. All the rest that's happened, which is basically not much has happened which I've caught on camera, but that last night was the God's honest truth, and I am prepared to swear on my son's life. Well, there, I've just done it now. I did not fake that or anything, so it was very, very strange. But yeah, I'm going now because I'm going to set up this investigation, and I've got to get something to eat, I've got to feed the dog, and I'm just going to jump in the bath as well. So there you go. Thanks for watching, and thanks Graham for bringing it up as a response. It was weird, you're right. And I shall see you later. I'm just going to watch Gollum's water bucket, ice bucket challenge. Okay, everyone, have a nice weekend. See ya. Bye bye.